Eto na naman po tayo. Nag-share na naman po muna ako nung link para naman na sabay-sabay na mapanood na sambayan ng Pilipino ang ating episode. Ayan po, na-share ko na siya. And magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Kumusta po kayo? My God! It's 5 days away from Christmas. Ang lapit-lapit na po. At ang nakakalokang Christmas tree sa likod ko, kung kailan naka-live na, tsaka tumigil ang pagkuti-kutitap niya. Pero huwag po kayo mag-ala, kukuti-kutitap po yan later. Now, good afternoon po to everyone. This is episode 4 of Pageantry Norm Season 3. And this is part 2 of our Christmas with the Queens. It's a 3-part series of episodes which will feature different beauty queens. And we will be talking about Christmas. We will be talking about how they will be spending Christmas and anything that's new about them as well. And this afternoon po, may mga kasama tayong apat. Four of our national title holders who can be safely introduced as four also of the longest reigning natin mga title holders. Ito yung mga noong 2019 pa, but because of the pandemic and everything, they had to stay or hold on to their titles and crowns longer than expected or than planned. And up to now, pupunta na po tayo sa 2021, sila pa rin po ang magre-reign. Dahil hanggat hindi po nila napokoronahan ang kanilang mga successors, sila pa rin po ang reigning. Kaya this afternoon, makakasama po natin sila to discuss about, among other things, Christmas. And what their plans are, what they're doing right now, how they'll be spending the Christmas Eve. This coming week, ng lapit-lapit na po. Diyos ko, buti nila na kompleto ang Christmas shopping ko. Kaya na paano. Online po yan, ha? Hindi po ako namimili sa labas sa mga mall. At takot pa rin po ako na to really step out and mix with the crowds. So for this afternoon, our Christmas with the Queens Part 2 will feature. I'll introduce them one by one and talk to them one by one first. Our very first is, well, she is the very first Miss Philippines Tourism title holder under the Miss World Philippines organization. She's actually the pride of both Bohol and also Australia, in Sydney, because that's where she also grew up in Sydney, where she is right now. So she will be actually be with us virtually from Sydney, Australia. And she was also the recipient of the Beauty with a Purpose Award during the Miss World Philippines finals last year. Friends, let's welcome the beautiful Glyza Perez. Hello, Glaiza.
Hi, Tito
Hello,
Norm. Hello,
Glaiza.
everyone.
Hello,
Thank you so
Glaiza.
much. Hello, thank you
Hello.
for having me.
Glide,
So
please
good to
greet
see
our
you.
viewers. Yeah, greet our
Yes.
viewers first.
Hi, hello, everyone. My name is Glyssa Perez. I am your first Miss Philippines Tourism, and I'm so happy to be here with Pageantry Norms and to be with my fellow beauty queens. And I'm really excited just to chat with you guys and update you guys on what's been happening. So again, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome, Glyza. You are in Sydney right now. And
Yes.
as we were talking in the backstage earlier, I said that it's usual for Australia to be hotter during December because it's
Mm-hmm.
like your summer. But you said that the weather down under is quite unpredictable right now. Tell us
Yes,
how
it
are
is.
things down there?
So usually December for Christmas, it's usually hot. Especially last year, it was extremely hot. That's the reason why we had the bushfires. That's been, it happened for like it was ongoing for about 2 months, and but now, done. That
Yeah,
really
that's
I'm like done.
Glide, that's
I'm back
Christmas.
in the back.
I like it. That's Christmas. Don't worry,
That's
I'm
my
good
dad.
with that. It's all right. Perfectly. Hello,
Did
Daddy.
you wanna did you wanna say hi,
It's
Dad?
it's perfectly. Hello,
Hi.
Daddy. Hello po.
Sorry to
Hello.
disturb you.
No,
My
no
dad.
problem. No, I like that. No, those are things that are very
It's funny
spontaneous.
because my dad's carrying rubbish because it's Sundays here in Australia or like where I'm my local area. Sunday is rubbish night, so my dad's collecting my rubbish. So
Oh
yeah,
my goodness. What a very hardworking dad. And
yeah.
as you said earlier, it's supposed to
Mm.
be hot in Australia
Yeah, it's
right
supposed to
now.
be hot. Mm-mm.
But I
So
would,
right now, it's
yes.
I would say it's bipolar right now because it's
Hi.
hot. It's very
Yes.
bipolar. Parang it's hot, and then all of a sudden it starts raining, and it starts having thunderstorms. So it's very unpredictable. You can't really
Really?
tell what weather is going to be this week. So I'll
How
see what will
about
happen this week.
how about the Aussie guys? Don't you think that they're also hot? Oh yeah, I
Always
love
hot and
Aussie
cold.
guys. Oh my
very
God. So
very chill, very laid back. All the Aussies here.
no, no,
So
no. I've always had a fondness for Aussie guys, really,
yeah,
especially the ones who don't fix themselves up so much, scruffy looking.
very low. Yeah, very low maintenance.
Yeah, with a surfboard and just
They don't
walking.
care. They will
Yeah,
literally wear no chanelas.
yeah, walking on the sands of
You can
Bondi
touch them.
Beach. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. You
I
can
like
touch
all the. I
them.
don't, that's why I don't really have a thing for fashion model guys who are Aussies. I like them, Baywatch thingy, hot may
They
people.
want,
People my lifeguard ang dating na who
yeah,
would
parang low maintenance, very easygoing.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I love low maintenance guys. My God, what am I saying? What am I talking about? Anyways, Glai, how have you been doing this past several months?
Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. I think time went really fast for me because I've been in Australia for a year now, almost a year. So
Yeah,
I haven't been in the Philippines since last year December. So um I it's parang a roller coaster. Like it's always up and down, like your feelings, emotions, and everything. But all I can say right now is I'm happy, I'm thankful, and I just feel blessed. So that's what I'm feeling currently. I'm very content. I feel happy and just very thankful,
I,
despite the pandemic and everything that's going on.
hindi ba those are the feelings naman that are more important to us? Being happy, being contented,
Yes.
being satisfied, being with family. Most
Oh my
importantly,
God.
being with family.
Yeah, definitely. It's been amazing because of course I've been in the Philippines, so my time with my family has been really limited, especially with my niece and my nephew. They're growing so fast. It's crazy. It's funny because I'm my conversations with them is just very entertaining for me, and the fact that I'm able to see them grow and mature is really it's a blessing for me. So I'm really thankful. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do think that by 2021, when things ease up a bit, then you might be able to fly back to Manila as well. Well, especially
Yes,
for the finals of Miss World
yes,
Philippines
yes.
next year. Yeah, and we
That is
will
the
be waiting
plan.
for you. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
it's a
plan.
plan.
I think,
Yeah,
yeah, 'cause my parents, they're not really comfortable with the idea if for me going back when it's not 100%, certain or safe, and especially because all my immediate family, they're all here. So I'm really by myself. I mean, I have family naman, pero immediate family ko, I'm by myself. So, yeah.
well, that's nice. But the nice thing is that
Exactly.
the next Sunday on the 27th, you'll be doing the rubbish because it's your turn to do the rubbish night
Yeah,
next Sunday.
Sunday. Every
Yeah,
Sunday.
every Sunday. Nakakaloka, no? Anyways, Glaiza, I'll be back to you. I'll just
Sige
introduce
po.
our three other guests and then we'll be heading to a group discussion
Yes.
later on. Our second
Okay. Thank
guest for
you.
this afternoon, I would say that she has the honor of being called, well, that's not exactly an honor, but she has this unique feature, I would say, as the last national title holder of the Philippines to actually compete in the old normal of international pageantry. Siya po ang pinakahuling-huling sumabak sa labanan sa international level among our queens. And nagbiyahe pa po siya talaga to Bolivia for Reina Hispanoamericana, Filipinas. And she finished fifth runner-up actually. Um, it's always tough to compete in a competition where the Latinas are dominating the batch of candidates. But this lady was able to really show them um, what the world class Filipina is made of. Friends, let's welcome Reina Hispanoamericana, Filipinas 2019, Caterina Llegado. Hola, Katrina.
Hola, Tito Norms. Hello, everyone sa
Hola.
viewers natin ng Pageantry Norms. It's been a while. It's very nice na
Yes.
nagkita-kita tayo, the pageant media, the fans,
Yes.
and also the queens. Sabi mo nga, kami ang longest reigning queens. And
Longest
that's something
reigning.
na very one for the books talaga ngayong
Kaya
pageant
nga,
history.
oo. Sabi ko nga sa introduction ko sa iyo, Kat, hindi lang ikaw, hindi ka lang longest reigning, you are also the last national title holder to compete in the old normal of
True, and also
international
I went there twice,
pageantry.
Tito Norman, right?
Yun pa? Ilang
Yun
ano
pa.
doon,
So,
biro mo, bumiyahe ka talaga ng 2 beses.
yes, ang daming experience talaga for
Yeah.
that competition. And I'm really grateful that before everything happened. Actually, February, there's also COVID na. The pandemic is still existing, but still na-push through, and I'm very grateful for the placement that we got, and I'm very happy na ang Philippines ay very proud and happy din with what we got.
Hindi, ako masaya ako talaga. Although of course, syempre gusto ko talaga mas mataas na placement pa. Pero masaya ako that you were able to do still dominate. Nakapag-dominate ka pa rin. Dahil every time lumalabas ka talaga sa stage noon, ibang Katrina Llegado ang nakikita namin. I very distinctly remember, Kat, nung
Yes, Tito Norman.
screening pa lang ng Miss World Philippines 2019. Sa Green Hills pa yun eh. Green Hills pa yon, and nung uwian na, kasama mo na si boyfriend noong nasa labas, na sabi ko, iba pala ako ang dating ng babaeng ito pag malapitan. Sabi ko, may ano to, malakas ang chance manalo ng babaeng ito. Tapos, ayun na, nanalo ka na. The last time naman nagkita tayo, kasama mo na naman si boyfriend. Nasa Okada,
Every time
Manila
talaga.
tayo. Oo, nasa
Yes,
Okada, Manila
for an
tayo
event.
for Global Asian Models Finals naman.
Yes,
And
opo.
natutuwa ako because ano talaga itong si Kat is ito yung tipo ng queen na talagang she grows on you. Parang, hindi yung parang bulagang bigla, pero the more you spend time with her, the more you speak with her, the more she smiles at you, parang talaga nakatingin sa salamin every time I look at her. Yun ang nakakaloka doon. Pero
I
how
love
have
it,
you
Tito
been?
Norman. Yes.
Yeah,
You've
how have
seen
you
me
been?
grow, and you see my transformation, as you've said. Sobrang hilaw pa ako no Miss World Philippines, and when I competed abroad, ibang Katrina Llegado na talaga yung nandun. And I'm very happy dun sa transformation. And right now, with the pageant industry stop and the events, everything put on hold, I'm just looking back to whatever na yung na-achieve natin. Kasi yun yung something na dapat nating pag-focus rather than thinking ano yung dapat nating nagawa. Kasi
Exactly.
the more that we think that what could, kung ano yung dapat mangyari, mas lalo tayong made-depress or something na mag-overthink tayo. But if you really get the chance to think of the important things that happened, that's the more that you will be grateful and you will be contented and happy in life. Yun. Same as Glyza, my queen sister.
Alam mo, Kat, naalala ko na naman talaga yung finals sa Miss World Philippines na nung umikot-ikot kang parang trumpo on stage na Araneta Coliseum, sabi ko, mananalo ang babaeng ito. Para siya talagang tropang trumpo na umiikot-ikot doon sa kanyang gown na yon sa on stage. Talagang yun, may trademark ka na talaga noon. And true enough, sabi ko nung tinawag na Reina, Hispanoamericana, Filipinas, Katrina Llegado, no? Nakakatuwa na. Pero, ano nga bang province mo, Kat?
My dad's province is Camarines Sur, Bicol, but I've born and raised na po talaga dito sa Taguig City.
Ay, Diyos ko, my God, ang lapit-lapit lang pala natin.
Lapit lang. Yes, dito normal.
Oo, kaya dapat talaga very strong.
Proud Taguigenyo, yes po.
Oo, dapat very strong talaga ang internet connection mo pala. Dahil sa Taguig ka, nakakaloka, no? Oo.
Yes,
pero saan ka ba magpapasko, Kat?
Dito lang po. We spend Christmas at home dito sa Taguig. Just go together, mga family, relatives. We have dinner sa Christmas Eve and just a simple celebration po talaga.
At kailan naman ang special celebration yun ni boyfriend? Kakaloka, no?
Every
kasama na sa Christmas. After Christmas.
After Christmas. When we're together naman, special naman yun lagi.
Ay, yun na nga sinasabi ko Diyos ko Lord.
Yes,
nakakatuwa lang, no? Pero di ba sabi ko nga kanina, ang guests natin sa afternoon are the longest reigning. Apat sa mga longest reigning. Tama bang itanong ko sa'yo kung natutuwa ka ba na hanggang ngayon hawak-hawak mo pa ang title ng Reina Hispanoamericana Filipinas?
Syempre, Tito Norman, sobrang nakakatuwa. And then at the same time, we're looking forward for another year na another girl naman ang maka-experience ng what we've been through. Kasi yun naman yung special thing about pageantry, na we get to share these experiences to another young girl na ma-inspire namin. And hopefully in the future, diba, sila naman yung future queens na ini-interview nyo right now.
Oo, gano'n na nga. Pero I have a feeling after mong ma-fulfill or ma-serve yung reign mo as Reina Hispanoamericana Filipinas, you might go into a different route, a more phenomenal route. May mga nagpaparinig dito. Shoutout po tayo kay Wilboy Solayaw, kay Eman Feliciano, Chicali, at James Darius de Sierra nagsasabi na MUP is waving at you daw. Nakakaloka.
Wow.
Pero for next year pa po yun, abangan natin at kaysa dito nyo po malalaman. Now, Kat, let me introduce...
ng puso, yes. Yeah.
Introduce ko na yung dalawa pa nating guests before we go into a group discussion. Ang pangatlo po nating guest this afternoon, malapit po sa puso ko to. Ito yung... hindi na ako nahihiya na noong time ng Binibining Pilipinas, talagang very open ako in supporting her kasi I really want her to do well. I've seen her blossomed into a national pageant title holder with Mutya. Tapos naging Miss Tourism Queen of the Year International natin siya. And then last year, malapit na pumatapos ng 2020, yung last year ko, ng 2019, paubos na rin ng mga araw na yun. Last year, she won Binibining Pilipinas Globe and she represented her country in the Miss Globe in Albania where she finished second runner-up. If you will remember po, pag nanonood kayo ng TV ngayon, yung commercial po ng Myra 300E, puro siya po nakikita niyo yung mga healthy inside, fabulous outside. Umiinom po siya ng vitamin E ng Myra. Friends, let's welcome my dear Binibining Pilipinas Globe 2019, Leren May Bautista, na natatakot sa kanyang internet connection at biglang nawala na naman po. Natatakot po ang internet. Ito na nga bang sinasabi ni Leren kanina pa?
I'm here, Tito. I'm here.
Nakakaloka ang kanyang internet connection talaga. Ibang
Tito,
level.
I called you earlier.
Ibang level ang Laguna. Ibang level ang Laguna. Nakakalo.
But
Oh,
anyway, thank you,
yeah,
Tito
batiin.
Norman, for a
Yes.
fabulous introduction.
Ay,
Thank
nako,
you so
alam mo naman,
much.
ikaw palagi yung fabulous. Bumati ka muna sa ating mga viewers, Le.
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. Kamusta kayong lahat? I hope you are all doing well. In advance, Merry Christmas. So yun, I hope you enjoy this afternoon with us, with our other queens, and of course, with Tito Norman. So, hello!
Alam mo, pag nakikita ko yung dimples na yan, parang naalala ko nung kabataan ko, nung dalagita pa ako na meron din akong dimples na ganyan. Nawala na lang siguro pag tumataba talaga. Nakakaloka. But anyway, kumusta naman ikaw during lockdown, Le?
I'm good, Tito, kasi, di ba, during the lockdown, for the first few days in March ata yun, before mag-lockdown, I was able to come home here in Laguna. So, I spent the whole quarantine with my family. And I'm very lucky then kasi I know it's hard for all of us during that time kasi we are all adjusting. Yung iba, hindi kasama yung family, nakakausap lang through internet. So, I'm very lucky then na I was able to come home and to adjust with my family, knowing na we are all safe, we are all together. So, yun, very lucky din talaga ako, Tito, na yun nga, I was with my family all throughout this quarantine.
Yun kasi importante, kasi alam mo, sa totoo lang, it's not easy to go through this long lockdown kung hindi mo kasama yung mga mahal mo sa buhay. At least ikaw kasama mo si mami, si daddy, mga kapatid mo, mga kuya mo, especially si Ren. Hello, Ren. Hey, Ren. Alam mo naman, there was a time in the past 2019 pagkatawag ko, ay, sister-in-law ko na si Leren kasi sabi ko, ay, but anyway, extras ko lang yun. Oo, pag alam mo naman ako pag talagang nagpaparinig palagi, yun ba? Anyway, Le, yung ano mo, yung sinasabi ko nga na lagi ka na sa TV ngayon because of that Myra 300E commercial.
Yes.
Ano ba yun? Paano mo ba napagwagian ang project na yon, Le?
Nakwento ko na to before, no, Tito? Yung project na yan, alam mo, very, sobrang laking blessing na dumating sa akin yan, Tito. Kasi we were like how many talents parang auditioning for the role. Parang meron ding mga beauty queens doon na sabi ko, wow, oh my God, andito siya. Tapos magkakalaban kami into that special commercial. Tapos parang the day after, sabi ko, sige, try natin kasi why not? Parang sayang naman. I really wanted to be the Myra E, the face of Myra E. Siyempre parang, sino ba naman ang hindi gugustuhin na maging face ng Myra E, no? Tapos, nag-audition ako, Tito, during lockdown yan, during quarantine. And we follow all the protocols and guidelines. So, very safe naman din kami throughout the audition time. So, at first, no, Tito, parang sabi nila, wala pang nakukuha. Tapos na ako mag-audition. Sabi ko, sige, tanggapin ko na. Nawala na, Tito. Sabi ko talaga, sige, okay na, sige, siguro hindi para sa akin to. And then the next day, they called me, parang, Le, ikaw na. Tapos parang I was like, Tito, anong ako na? Parang hindi ko alam kung ano ba yon, yung the news, what's the news? Tapos sabi niya, you're the new girl of Myra E. Tapos I was really excited. I was really shocked. Kasi, Tito, once in a lifetime opportunity that you've been able to be the Myra E girl. So, sabi ko kay Lord, sobrang thankful talaga. Kasi despite of the pandemic, it's really hard to travel, to go out of your house. Kasi nakakatakot pa rin for my family. Tsaka yung sa pwedeng, alam mo yun, sa pwede pang mangyari. So, that time, Tito, sobrang happy ako si Mami nung narinig niya yung news. Parang, kilala mo naman si Mami, di ba, Tito?
Yes.
Sobrang grabe talaga siya. Oh my God, kasi tuwan-tuwa kami. Everyone was really happy knowing na ako yung sa Myra E. Yun. So, yun, Tito. Very blessed.
Ay, tuwan-tuwa rin ako noon kasi the first time na nakita ko yung buong commercial on TV, kasama ko yung nanay ko nanonood, sabi ko, hey, ma, si Leo ngayon na sa TV, oh. Ako nagbida na ng Myra 300. Tuwan-tuwa ako because it's such a big project. Yeah. Hindi siya yung tipo sabihin mo lang na parang dumadaan lang na proyekto. Ito yung tipong nakafocus talaga sa iyo eh. Para bang kung shampoo yan, focus sa buhok mo, Tapos focus sa mukha mo. Pero ito, ikaw talaga, yung ganda mo talagang finocus because of the effect of the vitamin
The
E.
vitamin A. Yeah.
Kaya nakakatuwa lang na nakuha mo itong project na to in the midst of a lockdown. Biro mo, nakaka-rocket ka pa kahit may lockdown. Eh, nung tayo sa mga pageant judging, ikaw walang katapusan mga pageant judging mo,
Kailangan dito.
nakakaloka.
Alam mo yan.
Oo, Diyos ko, ang mga pageant judging natin, Diyos ko talaga nagkaubos. Naku talaga naman, ibang level yon. Dapat talaga mag-promote na ako ng vitamin Z naman, zinc.
Ay,
Yun natin, Diyos
next
ko,
natin
Lord.
yan dito.
Oo, ay nakakaloka. All right, I'll just introduce our final guest before we go into a group discussion. Very strong naman ang internet connection mo ngayon, kaya natutuwa ako. Ay, talaga. Ay, our fourth and
Pinag-pray ko to,
final...
Tito.
Yes! Our fourth and final guest this afternoon po. Actually, the last time, among the four, siya yung huli kong nakasama ng face-to-face in the old normal this 2020. Because last January po, nagkasama kami in Misamis Oriental because she was a judge for Miss Kuya Miss and I was there as a media partner of the province of Misamis Oriental. And siya rin po ang longest reigning na ngayon na Binibining Pilipinas International. She competed during Miss International 2019. And she's part of that edition na yung top 8 dominated talaga ng mga ASEAN beauties. And ito naman po, alam niyo po, itong si Binibining Pilipinas International natin, pag nakita niyo sa picture, very glamorosa yan. Pero pag kasama niyo siya talaga lang na wala kasama nagbabiyahe, kasama kumakain, she's as down to earth as anyone else. Friends, please welcome our Binibining Pilipinas International 2019 attorney, Patricia. Patch, Magtanong! Hello, Patch! Nakamute ka, Patch? Nakamute ka, Neng?
Take 2.
Take 2! Okay.
Hi everyone! Hi Tito Norman! Nice to see you. Grabe,
Yes.
nagka-flashback ako dun sa intro mo na.
Yes! Oo.
Tayo
Kasi
pala yung
nga-
kasama.
Yes! O, tanda. Kasi ako, I vividly remember all my trips to Misamis Oriental. Kaya yung huling yon na yung ating flight pa man din, nung papunta tayo ng Misamis Oriental, nagka-delay talaga yung flight natin. Noon, na hinapo na tayo na dating sa Misamis Oriental noon. Pero masaya ako dahil hanggang VIP treatment tayo palagi doon. May sarili pa tayong mga bodyguards and everything. Tsaka, masaya ako pag gano'n. How are you, my dear? How are you?
I'm okay, Tito Norman. I'm just at home. I think lagi ko na nakikwento pero our household is very praning. If you can understand kasi
Yes.
this pandemic, diba? And we also have a house full of, hindi man full of, my parents, parang they're immunocompromised, parang ganon. So we're extra careful as children kasi we are taking care not just of ourselves, pero we have to think about our parents din kasi every day we're together and yon. So hindi nakaka-guilty naman yun, 'di ba? Kung ikaw yung magdadala ng delubyo sa bahay nyo.
True.
So,
Pareho tayo because I also live with my mom who's a senior. So syempre, totoo. Tama yung sinabi mo, nakakapraning because you have to be very, very careful about where you go, what you do. Ako nga, pinakamalayo ko narating, supermarket na lang eh. Kumbaga, because you have to be careful, but especially when you're living with a senior citizen talaga. Pero, how do you, how have you become productive during the long lockdown? Productivity mo?
You know, Tito Norms, I wanna say na I've been productive. Pero honestly, it's so hard. Lalo na kasi, like I said, parang this whole pandemic, I've been turning down jobs. I've been turning down even meeting friends. Parang nahihiya na ako sa friends ko because like they would invite me kahit simple lunch or kahit outdoor man or even yung shoots. Kasi, di ba, in pageantry, so many people help us. So, ang dami kong utang na loob to my friends who help me out. So, pag nag-invite sila na, can I get you for a shoot? Ganon. Nakakahiya mag-no. And I really, really want to go. Any other circumstance, I would go. I would do anything to pay back the help that they gave me during my journey. Pero I really can't in this situation, diba? And then, yun, sana to all my friends who have invited me, sorry talaga, babawi ako sa inyo pag nagpabakuna na tayong lahat.
Alam mo, Patch, pareho tayo na nararamdaman because ako ganun din eh. Like, when someone invites me to do a coverage kahit virtual, kung virtual, okay lang. Pero pag physical coverage talaga, kahit kaibigan mo, kumbaga, pasensya na po talaga because natatakot kasi ako. If I get a Grab, hindi ko alam kung ano makukuha ko dun sa Grab vehicle na virus or anything, maiuwi ko pa dito sa bahay. So talagang, you try to look at other ways to become productive. Kahit na alam mo na hindi ka makakalabas. Kaya ito tayo, buhay na buhay sa virtual. Oo. Pero, alam mo actually before itong hapon na to, Patch, some of my readers have been saying, ay nako, ito na po ang labangan namin, si Attorney Patch. Baka gumawa na po yan ng announcement about her next step in the pageantry. Sabi ko, huwag niyo kakaunahan yung bata. Diyos ko, Lord. Alam ko pong may mga plano yan, pero po natin unahan, baka po mapusoy yung mga plano yan. Pero ako po, nung nagkasama po kami yan sa Misamis Rental, nagkakakwentuhan naman po kami, and may idea naman ako, pero pag lang po natin unahang masyado ang mga plano ng magandang abogadang it talaga. Oo.
Tita Norms, may corona pa ako.
Kaya nga, yun na nga. Yun nga nakakatuwa doon. May corona pa siya. Kailangan pa po niya munang i-fulfill or i-serve yung kanyang responsibilities. Although, somebody whispered to my ear, Patch, na baka daw ang binibini, baka daw, ito naman puro mga baka lang ito, baka daw by March na mangyari. So, parang nagbibilang ka na lang ng ilang buwan ngayon bago mo maipasa ang corona mo at nakahanda ka na tumuloy sa susunod na bahagi ng iyong buhay. Anong masasabi mo doon, Attorney Magtanong?
Abangan. Joke lang.
Yun! Abangan naman talaga. Talaga.
Pero alam mo, Tito Norm, sa totoo lang,
yes.
Ingit na ingit ako sa friends ko, sa batchmates ko, na parang second year lawyers na sila, na na-promote na sila sa firms. Ang galing na nila. Tapos ako parang nafo-FOMO ako sa experiences nila. So, I have been looking at firms kasi our contract is ending na this month with Binibini. Yes. Tama ba, Leren? I'm not sure. Pero that's what's been preventing me from entering law practice. Pero inaabangan ko na lang talaga yung, syempre, diba, as an attorney, hindi pwede na tali ka sa kontrata. So, yun.
Alam mo, actually, I've been wanting to ask you that question nga, Patch. Kaya lang, kasi feeling ko, baka naman, sabi ko, baka naman ma-offend si attorney kapag tinanong ko yung question about na, do you get the feeling na napag-iiwanan ka ng mga kasabayan mo na nag-graduate at nag-abogado and everything, tapos sila, they're already immersed in their respective legal careers, tapos ikaw, eto, hindi ka naman naiiwanan, it's just that you have a slightly different path. Anong say mo doon, Patch?
Definitely. Naiinggit ako na they're like full-fledged lawyers na. I mean, you can say that you're a lawyer when you pass the bar, but are you really a lawyer unless you've been in court, unless you've handled cases, unless you've written pleadings, represented clients? I want the full experience then. But at the same time, I'm not too sad about it kasi, like you said, it's not apples to oranges. We have our own paths. So, hindi naman sa napag-iiwanan. Pero, it's something else that I want to experience then. Now, in the future.
Alam niyo po, pag titignan niyo itong si Patch, nakaayos siya, naka-makeup and everything. Pero pag kasama niyo lang yan ng ordinaryo, ano lang yon? Nagkataon lang na matangkad talaga. Pero,
bakit parang
hindi siya maarte. Hindi siya maarte. Ano talaga, parang he tries to make people feel at ease in her company. Pero pag nagbihis na po yan, nagiging manika na yan. Tontuwa mga Misamis Oriental noon, kapag nagbihis na yan, nagiging manika na. So, yun ang nakakatuwa lang doon. Pero, eto, may tanong ako bigla sa'yo. Hindi ka ba nabibitin doon sa mga paunti-unting paglabas ng mga national costume photos ng mga Pilipinas? Alam mo, Diyos ko Lord, nag-episode ako, episode 2 ko, yung mga designers. Pero I could only invite those designers whose creations have already been uploaded on the Bilibini page. Hindi ko pwede pangunahan yung mga hindi pa nalalabas. I think it's a social media approach na gustong gamitin ng Bilibini para medyo suspense, hindi ba, Patch? What do you think?
Totoo po. I mean, para-paraan din kasi we're so limited with our options right now, and you can't bring the girls together, and they're just making use of the content that they already have wisely. It's medyo parang bitin, medyo magugulat ka na lang na, uy, may bago, nakalimutan ko na to Pero at least it keeps the brand relevant until the time na, like you said, baka sa March. So, yun, lang nila. They're just trying to make it big conversation every so often para it will stay fresh in the minds of fans.
Yeah.
So, talagang, like, we have to give it to them then na they're trying to find ways at least.
Para kasing rin, Patch, parang naging guessing game din eh. Sino ba ang susunod na lalabas? Diba, walang pattern at all kung sino ang susunod na ma-upload para bang bulundag bigla sa end, biglang pupunta dun sa first group, biglang pupunta sa gitna. Talagang ang natutuwa ako is the fact that the spotlight is equally given to the designers as well. Dahil talagang, Diyos ko, hirap na hirap din naman ng mga designers talaga in doing all these creations. Pero ikaw, may iba ako ng usapan, Patch. Kumusta na ang love life mo? Ay, biglang nagtanong ng love life. Nakakaloka. Ano ba? Oo.
Okay naman
love
po.
life, oo. Alam mo, nakakatuwa magkaroon ng love life during the lockdown, because it really tests your discipline, self-discipline mo, kung mahal mo talaga siya. Ano ba to? Ba't ba parang nagiging tayo? Parang Mills and Boone na na episode na love life ni Patch pinag-uusapan. Diyos ko, hindi ako enjoy pinag-uusapan ng mga love life ng mga beauty queens. Sa totoo lang, very protective ako, pero mukhang masaya naman love life ko, lalo pag lumalabas ang dimples. Ang daldal ko, magsalita ka nga, Patch. Diyos ko lang.
Actually, yung sa pandemic pa, yung sa lockdown, for the first few weeks, hindi kami nagkita kasi strict nga yung parents ko. But I'm happy na siya lang talaga yung tao na pinapayagan ng mom ko na pumunta dito sa bahay. So, lagi namin siyang pinangangaralan na mag-ingat ka, mag-mask ka, kasi ikaw lang yung lumalabas na pumupunta, bumibisita dito sa bahay.
So paano niyo siya dinidisinfect, Patch? Ay, kailangan naman talaga. Yung nanay ko dito, pag bago dumating na tao, talaga, ini-spray niya head to foot na alcohol and all.
True, kami po sa doorway magtatanggal ng footwear. Tapos diretso sa shower. Hindi pwedeng maghawak-hawak, hindi pwedeng inom muna tubig. Hindi, shower bigla. Minsan nga naghuhubad na sa front door. So yun, same, meron siyang pag may bumibisita, may magpapalit ng footwear. Tapos kung galing ng bahay, okay lang naman. Pero like if you've been out, kailangan maligo. Tapos, ano pa ba? Like, when we get packages, kunwari, Shopee, ganon, even if you're so excited to open it, andun lang dapat for 2 days. Hindi pa pwede buksan. And then, when we have food delivered, laging iniinit, ganon. So, talagang we have strict rules here.
Yes. Alam mo, dito sa amin sa bahay, meron na kami nakalagay sa labas ng bahay na isang malaking drum na punong-puno ng tubig. Doon ka maligo sa batalan. Talagang, talagang bago ka makapasok ng actual na bahay. Naluloka ako. Sabi ko, parang feeling ko, ako yung mga bold star noong 1980s na mga naliligo sa likod ng bahay. katabing drum ng tubig. Pero you get used to it. And somehow, the moment you get used to it, you don't complain about it anymore. Para bang, okay, sige na, okay, let me, ihanda nyo lang yung tuwalya ko and everything. No? Pero nakakatuwa. But as we head to our group discussion now, direct, kami na pong 5. Dahil na po, napagawa ng nuwan ko na po silang 4. Let's return na po para isama na natin yung ating 3 other guests. Diyos ko, feeling ko talaga, ano ba ako dito? Para ano ba ako? 4th runner-up ba ako dito? Nakakaloka. Okay, here is a question for all of you. Given na tayo, we will be experiencing our first different Christmas this year. Pero in your opinion, personal opinion nyo, ano yung best Christmas nyo in the recent past? Siguro within the last 5 years, can you try to remember ano yung naging best Christmas nyo in the old normal? Let's start with you, Glai. Naka-mute ka, Glai. Oo. Naka-mute ka. Kasi naman ay rubbish night. Hindi ko nagtapo ng basura. Nakakaloka na. Yan.
Sorry. Probably the best Christmas for me would be last year. Last year, probably because it was the most recent, but in a way, it was the best because I was away from home for months, and the fact that I was able to see my family. We celebrated in a new area. It wasn't at home that we celebrated, so it's just something new, and it was a lot of fun. And just the fact that I was able to be with my family again, it was really memorable for me.
Wow, very recent lang yon. So, ibig sabihin, yung bang last Christmas mo, 2019, and yung Christmas mo this year would be special in a way that I would say this would be the most unique Christmas celebration because it's so, it's not too crowded. Konti lang ang mga tao and everything.
Yeah.
Oo.
Even I think even for our Christmas this year, it's gonna be a lot different because we have, like, for the last couple of days we have new cases here in Sydney, and because of those new cases, for several weeks or months we've had only 0 cases, but recently we had a surge of new cases because of an area, and now the cases are increasing. So the plans for our Christmas on Thursday will probably be slightly different. So I don't know what's going to happen, but as long as I'm with my family, I'll be happy.
Okay, thank you for that, Glai. Kat, how about you? Best Christmas? Best Christmas mo, Kat. Baka naman nakamute ka pa. Ha? Sabi ko na nga nakamute ka eh. Nakamute ka, Katrina. Diyos ko, parang nasa Bolivia. Ano ka ba? Kakaloka. Grabe yan.
Okay.
Oo.
Sorry, Tita Nera.
What was your best
Thank
Christmas?
you. Okay, game. So, our Christmas in the family naman, we always celebrate it the same. We just have a special dinner that we're all together. Pero this year it would be different because my brother, who is based on Vietnam, wouldn't be able to go home. So I would say na ang best Christmas ko talaga would be last year since we're all together, and kahit simple lang siya, simple gathering. What's best naman sa ating mga Pilipino is that sama-sama tayo magpasko.
Ay, puro last year ang best Christmas nila. Oh, yung tulad ko, best Christmas ko was when I was 5 years old, and I can still vividly remember all the gifts I got. My God. How about you? Leren, best Christmas mo?
Tito, best Christmas, I think last year din. Wow, nakigaya.
Ay, oh my God, ano ba yan? Puro 2019 talaga.
I have a good reason, Tito, kasi since I became binibini last year. So last year was a very very happy moment for me, since dati before ang wish ko sa Christmas, I hope sana maging binibini queen din ako, binibining Pilipinas queen. But then last year, 2019, I was able to get the crown. So it's a very happy moment for me. Kaya masaya ako ng Christmas na yon. So, very thankful ako na I got the chance to be one of the queens for 2019. So, hindi na, next naman, iba na siguro yung i-wish ko, Tito, for Christmas, no?
Ay, nako, Diyos ko, ano po kaya yung i-wish niya? Nako, Diyos ko. Ay, nako, baka mamaya, ano na yung boyfriend na yan, kakasal na yan, nakakaloka. Yung nasusunod na i-wish niyan.
De, Tito, tsaka napansin ko rin, no, the difference between the past Christmas that we tend to celebrate. Di ba, ang Pilipino laging pumapasyal, Tito? Alam mo yon, lagi tayong namamasyal sa mga parks, sa malls, lalo na. Pero this time, during this pandemic, mahirap kasi kumilos, mahirap lumabas, nakakatakot. So, sana, dun sa, ang advice ko din sa mga tao, no, let's just stay at home, spend our quality time with our families. Kasi yun naman yung mahalaga eh. Basta magkakasama tayo with our families. Marinig lang natin si Sir Jose Marichan na tumutugtog at kumakanta sa mga, sa radio or sa internet, 'di ba? Mafi-feel mo na yung pakiramdam ng Pasko. Paskong Pinoy.
Ay, alam mo, nakakaloka nga. Hindi ko na alam ang loob ng mall ngayon. Sa totoo lang.
Di
Para
ba,
bang,
Tito?
pag pumasok na ako, para bang I'm in a new place. Parang maaasiwa ka ng kumilos and everything. For sure, yung mga sinihan ngayon, mga multiplex baka nagkakasira-sira na rin yung mga upuan doon sa loob. Yung Directors Club ng SM, Diyos ko. Yung dati hinihiga-higa ko pa, pero ngayon palagi ko, baka naaagnas na yung mga upuan yun. My God. Attorney, how about you? Nakamute ka na naman po, attorney. Play ko rin ipag-chat ka sa boyfriend mo habang nakakaloka.
Umuubo-ubo po. Baka
Ay, nakakaloka. Ano ba? Oo.
Ito, sige, maiba ako. So, syempre, Christmas with your family is always special. But pinaka-memorable for me was the Christmas that I spent away from my family. Because it's not that I didn't miss them, but I had the opportunity to travel on my own to the US. I spent Christmas like 2018, I think, or 2017. I spent it with my family in the US. So I went there alone, and then yung family ko doon, they're like my second cousin. So we weren't that close. We didn't grow up together. And then part of that family is actually half Armenian. So I spent Christmas with them. I got to know that side of the family. And then the celebration, parang I didn't know anyone. And they had some parang Armenian traditions dun sa Christmas na yun. So it was really like out of my comfort zone. Pero I'm always excited to try new things and experience new things. And baka ma-offend yung family ko na ang pinili kong favorite Christmas ko yung hindi kami magkasama. Pero it's really nice to experience other cultures.
Oo, ang unique no, nabiro mo, nasa Amerika ka. Kasama mo, may mga Armenian practices na sineselebrate pag Christmas. Talagang kakaiba yung naging experience mo doon. So, kumbaga, it's something, kumbaga, who would have known that that girl who spent Christmas in the US would the following year become Philippine Pilipinas International. Kakaloka. And next year.
Green card po kasi ako, Tito Norms, diba? So I have to go there.
Just go, my God. Ayun na po, yung dalawang salitang yan na naman, Patricia Magtanong. Nakakaloka, natuwa ako bigla. Ay, ako na
No, hindi po. I had to go there kasi I always go with my family every summer to the US. But parang I think at that time, I needed to review for the bar ng summer. So I had to go ahead of my family alone para ma-meet ko yung requirements ko.
Natuwa lang ako na biglang na mag-green card. Ay, oo nga, very memorable nga pala yung dalawang salitang yun. Oo, dahil isang pelikula yun na napanood ko in the 1990s na lagi kong inuulit-ulit. Ay, nakakaloka. O, ito ang tanong ko, ha? Hindi ko alam kung how the four of you will answer this, but alam niyo na naman ngayon that yung mga vaccines for COVID, parang very slowly, may mga tao na prioritize na mabakunahan and everything. Pero sa Pilipinas, hindi pa po dumating. Christmas wish ko dumating na dito. Pero ang tanong ko sa inyo is this. Kung may hierarchy ng mga tao na dapat maka-receive ng vaccine ahead of the rest, saan nyo ilalagay doon yung people in the live event industry like pageants kung saan tayong lahat ay bahagi. Oo. Saan nyo ilalagay doon? Anong priority ang dapat ba maghintay na lang talaga sa row 4 ang nasa live events? Kumbaga nasa back row tayo, maghihintay na gano'n? Or do you think there is a better way of doing it in terms of who gets to be vaccinated first? Okay, Glai, sige nga, anong sagot mo dyan, Glai?
Wow, wait, am I okay? I'm not on mute. But wow, I think in general, like personal opinion, there should never be a hierarchy when it comes to people receiving vaccine. One, because everyone deserves to have better health and better ways to be treated. But kunyari lang, if there was like for pageantry, if people are gonna be coming together, it's very important that there's a protocol for people to go to a live event. And one, they need to, of course, they need to check if they're showing any symptoms. If they are showing symptoms, then of course they should not be allowed to attend the event. And we're very blessed and fortunate that we have technology to do things live. Things can be live streamed. They can watch it online. But in this case, for those who are needed, people who are probably the most vulnerable to being sick, they should have that opportunity to get vaccines. But I really think that there should be like a protocol when it comes to having a live event. There should be like a standard procedure. But yeah, that's a really good question, Tito Norms, and that's a really great question for people to really think about, because it is a really serious matter that people need to really be aware of about the vaccines. And if there is going to be a live event, people need to ensure that they are well enough to attend. And if not, then they should take the steps and extra precautions to do what's right. And if being vaccinated is the first step, then they should definitely look into it and get it done.
Thank you so
So
much.
ayun po.
Thank you so much, Glai. Kat, how about you, Kat? O baka nakamute ka na naman, Kat.
Yes,
Hindi siya
Tito
nakamute.
Norman.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Sige, ikaw. Anong
So,
sagot mo doon?
regardless of what industry that we are involved with, siguro po, whether nasa events ka po or you're in the healthcare industry, the politics, whatever that is, we deserve and we are talagang kailangan tayong lahat ma-vaccinated. It's our right. And I think we should all balance the stakeholders, that we all come to we all meet in the middle, and lahat ng industry na to ay matitake into account. But personally, if I would rate or if I would put them into a hierarchy, of course, I would choose the healthcare workers to be vaccinated first. Of course, sila yung pinaka frontliners natin, na they are the ones fighting for the virus, for this pandemic, and they're holding this as much as they can. And we owe it all to them na we also take care of them. So, yun, Tito Norman. And of course, our pageant industry should also never be left behind. Kaya naman, hopefully when the vaccine comes early next year or as soon as possible, lahat tayo, we would all get the chance, the equal opportunity to get vaccinated.
Okay. Thank you, Kat. Actually, before Leren and Patch would answer, the reason why I asked this question is because, the supply right now is still not enough to really cover practically all citizens of the world. Kita mo nga yung si Prime Minister, Canadian Prime Minister, sabi niya, sige po, pag may sumobra sa supply namin, i-share namin sa ibang bansa. So parang nangyayari is paano na po yung bansa namin kung hindi po sikat? Hindi lang po pageant dito. Kung pageant po ito, mauunang Pilipinas sa bakuna because um, powerhouse nation po kami. Kaya dapat mauna. Pero parang nangyayari talaga. The reason why I ask this question is, ayun nga, parang hindi ko malaman kung pag may dumating bang supply dito, dapat ba mauna agad yung kayang magbayad ng o yung mga may kaya or ano. Leren, ikaw nga pasasagutin ko, Ineng.
Ako for me, Tito, kasi my brother is one of the frontliners. He's a nurse.
Yes.
Kita ko lahat, Tito. I mean, I've heard all the stories about COVID-19, how they can stop spreading it. Parang ang daming situations, ang daming cases na naririnig ko firsthand kasi yung kuya ko sobrang hardworking na nurse talaga. So, Tito, I agree with Kat kasi we should also protect our frontliners kasi sila yung first hand na lumalaban. So I think if there would be the hierarchy, I would go first for our frontliners, sa mga doctors, sa mga nurses, sa mga volunteer nurses natin dyan. Ang dami talaga sa mga health workers. So I'll go for them first kasi alam ko yung risk na kinakaharap nila every time na pumupunta sila or merong cases na bago sa bawat lugar dito sa Pilipinas. So, alam ko kung gaano kahirap dito. Mahirap din for their family para din sa amin kasi ayaw din naman namin magkasakit sila or ayaw din namin ma-spread yung virus as much as possible. Sana, hopefully, unahin yung mga frontliners natin. And in regards with pageantry naman, I think we can adjust kasi some organizations naman can do online pageants. So I think, Tito, kaya nating mag-adjust. Alam ko, we are also affected. We are badly affected by COVID-19, especially yung events industry para sa atin. Kasi some people, doon kumukuha ng happiness sa panonood ng entertainment, sa panonood ng pageants, yung mga fans. We bring joy to them. So, sana, Tito, we follow pa rin strict protocols and guidelines. And yun, so kaya naman ng iba na gawing online. So why not? Kaya siguro sa ibang organization with the pageant industry, baka kaya naman nating mag-adjust for everyone's safety.
Thank you for that, Le. Eto, i-tweak ko ng konti for you, Patch, yung ano mo. Kasi, you being a lawyer, sabihin na lang natin, for example, dumating na ang supply ng vaccine, pero hindi pa rin talaga kayang i-cover lahat ng Pilipino. Na-eleksyon na lahat ng healthcare workers, lahat ng mga nasa public occupations na talagang naka-frontline din sila sa mga tao. Tapos yung mga susunod na, pantay-pantay lang lahat ang importance kung sino mauuna or what. So, ikaw bilang abogado, hindi naman kaso of course. Pero pag yung susunod na dapat na mga i-eleksyonan or pantay-pantay na kasi hindi naman pwede sabihin natin palagi na dapat lahat mabakunahan. Paano nga kasi kung kulang ang supply? Okay? So, kapag lahat ng natitira na lang na babakunahan are those na yung mga industriya ito, pare-pareho na lang yan. Kumbaga, level na lang. How will you do things kapag ganoon? Ikaw, if you were in a position of leadership, Patch?
Humirap yung question dito.
Of course, siyempre, abogado ka eh. Nakakaloka, di ba? Oh, Diyos ko, Lord.
So, sige, try natin sagutin. Meron kasing concept sa ating Philippine Constitution, di ba? It's called Equal Protection of Laws. And basically, related to it, parang people who are similarly situated should be treated equally. So, tama yung mga sinabi nung past, yung sila Leren kanina na obviously, mauuna dapat yung healthcare workers and those who are vulnerable kasi they're not similarly situated as the rest of the population. Syempre, we need to protect the most vulnerable first. Whereas when it comes to the rest of the population, parang your original question po, like where in the hierarchy of people? Where does pageantry lie? It's so hard to answer that question, because to answer it would mean that you're placing one industry ahead of another. Like, you're saying that one industry is more important than another industry. Mas importante yung trabaho ko kaysa sa'yo, parang ganon. And when it comes to the topic of healthcare or receiving healthcare and a vaccine, like the queens have said, we're all equal. We all have the equal right to receive that vaccine. So yun, in a perfect world, in a perfect society, everyone will be equal. Everyone, yung tayo, yung hindi healthcare workers, yung hindi seniors or may sakit, we're all equal. Pero like you said, the supply, there's not enough supply, and with the distribution, hindi naman magiging equal yun. And that's on our government na, that's on our political leaders, how they're gonna handle it. Syempre, may queue pa rin yan kasi nag-uunahan nga yung buong mundo. And yun, sana lang it'll be handled better, na may nakikita tayong mga balita that's disappointing, yung mga, I'm sure you know about it, yung headlines the past few days. Very disappointing yung pag-handle ng vaccine. So, yun, hopefully there's still hope for us na next year po, sana, kaya ba next year?
Yes, Patch. Kaya ako natanong yan eh. Kasi at least sa'yo na rin ang galing, na may opinion ka na rin na hindi ka masyadong masaya on the way na na-handle yung sa vaccine and everything. Kasi nga sa akin naman, pantay-pantay naman tayong lahat. Wag lang sanang alphabetical order ng apelido. Dala kong last sa ating 5 kapag ganoon. Letter T ang apelido ko. Kaya wag lang po ganun. Sana po by age na lang. Senior first. So ako po ang mauuna sa ating 5 dahil akong pinakamatanda. Pero hindi pa naman po tayo senior. Now, eto, Diyos ko po, tigilan na po natin muna pag-usap tungkol sa bakuna dahil ano po yun, mabuti na lang talaga hindi ako umiinom din at least. Pag binakunahan ako, hindi problema talaga umiwas sa alak and everything. Anyways, eto ang tanong ko sa inyo. Let's go to something lighter. Ano ang mga plan? First of all, what are your immediate plans for 2021? Anong immediate plans? What are your immediate plans for 2021? Glai. Yes, nakamute ka, Glai. Oo, kausap mo na tayong boyfriend mo sa kabilang window na messenger.
Sorry.
Oo.
I'm so sorry again. Pero ang plan ko for 2021 is I'm studying. I'm currently in the process of studying, actually. I'm studying nutrition. It's something that I'm very passionate about health, and the main factor on why I'm really passionate about it is because of my mom. Because obviously, you know, she went through breast cancer and health really took a toll on her. So in a way that inspired me to take up nutrition and how to look after ourselves, because, you know, what we feed ourselves is very important. It's so yeah, my mom is truly the main factor in why I took up nutrition. So I'm currently studying, actually, and I plan on doing it hopefully full time next year. So siguro after I turn over my crown, I will do that.
That's nice. So, you'll be studying nutrition, and that samahan na rin natin yan ng solid waste management, which means rubbish night, kaya ko na magtatapon ng basura dyan sa bahay. Yung mga ganoon ba? Hindi na nawala sa utak ko talaga yung rubbish night na yan. Pumasok si Daddy kanina. Tuwa-tuwa ko sa mga spontaneous na mga ganoon. Natutuwa lang ako. Kasi hindi ko nga baka may pumasok na bigla dyan sa likod niya na boyfriend. Pero, Diyos ko, posible naman Caterina may boyfriend pumasok doon dahil kailangan maligo muna sa batalan yun. Oo, nakakaloka. Ikaw, Kat, what are your plans for 2021?
Yes, Tito Norman. Of course, after we passed our crowns, I'm planning to go back to school. Of course, I'm valuing and investing on myself, on continuously improving. So yun, next year, I'm looking forward for a innovative, creative entrepreneurship with themes. Of course, it's also a part of our Miss World Philippines prizes, and I'm very excited to be part of that. And also, right now, I'm currently helping our beloved city of Taguig. So yun, I'm looking forward to projects that would involve the city, and of course, if other opportunities comes with showbiz or uh, whatever opportunities come in my way, I'm glad to. I'm glad and excited to face it on 2021.
Ay, nakakaloka na whatever plan to do, come her way. Naku, marami na rin nagpaparinig sa mga pali-paligid. Le, how about you? What are your plans for 2021?
I have so many plans, Tito, on 2021. Parang it's like a new start for me since yung 2020 is very fast. Parang a blink of an eye, biglang 2021 na. So this year, I'm hoping to get more commercials and more projects and to reassess everything, like to really focus on myself, with my family, and of course to focus also on my new business. It's a small business.
Tell us about it. Ano yun? Anong
Yes,
small
Tita,
business yun?
please. I'm looking
Tell
forward
me.
for 2021. So, we come up with a cosmetic brand, Serene Cosmetics. It's an eyeliner, dual stamp eyeliner. Kasi, Tito, during lockdown, di ba, we always wear mask. So, ang nakikita lang sa atin, especially
Mata.
yung eyes. Correct. So, parang kami, we think about something na could make us more beautiful, even having and wearing a mask. So, yung partner ko, sabi namin, oh, why not kayo eyeliner? Parang, it's very good. It's a very good way to show your beauty behind the mask kasi yun yung nakikita sa labas. So, yung ano namin, Tito, our brand, it is called winged eyeliner. So it's a
Okay.
stamp eyeliner, Tito. It's very easy to use kasi you just have to stamp it and then you just have to define your eyes. So hindi mo na kailangan maging professional makeup artist para makuha yung perfect winged eye. So I'm really looking forward to a better 2021 for Serene Cosmetics, and I hope everybody will support my small business. So yun, Tito, I'm very happy.
Ay, nakakaloka. Ipo-promote natin yung business na yan.
Yes, please.
At dapat dagdagan mo na rin isa pang additional na produkto yan because kung
Yes, Tito.
eyeliner, dapat pati yung gel na nilalagay for eye sa eyebrow, yung parang pampaganda naman ng eyebrow din.
So,
Hindi
we're
ba yun
planning
ang-
pa. Marami pa kaming plans for 2021 for Serene Cosmetics. So, Tito, abangan
Ay,
po.
o sige, we will promote that. Wink, wink.
Yay.
O, ipo-promote natin yan. Now, pumunta tayo sa mga phenomenal plans ng ating attorney. Tingnan natin kung ano yun. Patch, what are your plans for 2021? And make it sound phenomenal for me, please. I'm just using the word. I'm not pertaining to anything. It's just a word. It's just an adjective.
True,
Go on,
Tito
go on,
Norm.
go on.
My phenomenal plan for 2021, magta-travel po ako ng malala.
Ay!
Grabe. That's my goal for 2021. Like I think you heard a while ago my story na super enjoy ko talaga when I go to other places, when I experience their culture, when I meet people from all around the world. Kaya lalo na yung Miss International, yung the experience of competing abroad and meeting so many girls from different countries. I love that so much, grabe. So I'm looking forward to traveling again in 2021.
Alam mo, sa totoo lang, Patch, naiingit ako sa mga Mr. International candidates kasi na-experience nyo ang Japan. Talagang VIP treatment kayo all the way. Nakakatuwa yung gano'n. But anyways, ito, Patch, may follow-up question ako dyan sa plano mo. What would be your sample itinerary na gusto mong first mong malalang biyaheng gawin?
Sample itinerary. Actually, I did some solo travel na po before sa New York. I was alone then. Nag-rent lang ako ng apartment, but I had friends in the city and then I had family then sometimes. So I took care of my own itinerary. Parang I needed to maximize my time there, and then so talaga nag-research ako what I wanted to see, and what I found myself doing was I built my itinerary around the places I wanted to eat in.
Oh,
Yun
yung
yung
ano, yun ang
priority.
priority.
Opo. Kasi like, yeah, I would Google parang, I would Google restaurants or like yung mga trending food na I can post.
Tapos
Tapos,
doon ka pupunta.
kung ano yung malapit doon for the day, doon ako iikot. Yung main event bali yung restaurant.
My God, don't tell me na nagpunta ka ng California para mag In-N-Out Burger or something like that.
In-N-Out, Five Guys, Panda Express, nung wala pa sa Philippines.
Meron na!
Nung wala pa sa Philippines, grabe, halos every week, kumakain kami ng brothers ko. Nag-training pa kami eh. Para lang magkain.
Ay, na-enjoy niya ang Panda Express. Nakakaloka. Pero actually, pag 5 araw mo na kinakain yun, nagkasawa na ako sa orange chicken kasi pag ano na. Pero meron dito ng Panda Express. Okay. Si Glai, walang problema yan. Kayo pala, walang problema. Patch ni Glai kasi ikaw Glai, may Australian passport. Si Patch naman, green card holder yan. Kaya makakapasok yan kahit sa bansa. Tayo, Kat and Leren, Diyos ko, mag-a-apply pa tayo ng malala ng mga visa. O sige, so kayo tatanungin ko dito. If visa was no problem, saang bansa nyo gustong unang magbiyahe in 2021, pag sinabi nyo lang na gusto ko magpunta sa bansang ito, may instant visa ka na bigla. Kat.
Sa akin, Tito Norman, I would love to go to
Why?
Mexico. If you know, yung roommate ko, which is the reigning Reina Hispanoamericana, 2019 is Regina Peredo, and she is from Mexico. So upon hearing her stories about the beach, about the food, and about the people na binibida niya sa akin sa Mexico, parang gustong-gustong itry yung beach nila, and I really want to travel with or like be with her as well. Kaya yun, I really want to go to Mexico soon na hopefully mag-reunion kami.
Ikaw, Le, ako nakapag-Europe na tong babaeng ito eh. Pero ano yung gusto mong punta ang isang bansa na kailangan ng visa, pero pag sinabi mo lang na gusto mong pumunta doon, magkaka-visa ka right away.
Alam mo, Tito, honestly, 2021, plano ko talaga, first flight, going outside the country, no? Japan. Ang dali lang kumuha ng visa, pero I would definitely go to Japan first. Ewan ko kung bakit. Joke lang. Hindi kasi sobrang patch, diba?
Totoo yun.
Ganda ng culture. Parang feeling ko, Tito, pag nandun ako, parang relax ka. Hindi mo maiisip yung problema.
Ako actually, kung ako malalockdown, nakasama ang family ko, pero hindi sa Pilipinas, sa Japan, mabubuhay ako talaga doon. Kung malalockdown doon, my God, busog na busog ako. Convenience store pa lang doon, busog na ako. Hindi ako kailangan pumasok ng malaki. Nakakaloka, no? Kaya, si Patch na-experience niya yung kasama niya sa Miss International, talagang, my God, talagang tratong Reina sila all the way sa lahat ng mga tours. Nakakaingit yung biyahe nila sa Japan na yun talaga. Okay, so ano na natin yan, ano? Pero ikaw ba, Glai, meron bang bansa na hindi pwedeng ipasok ang Australian passport na gusto mong puntahan? Yung bang kailangan mag-apply ka pa? You still need to apply for a visa to get there? Or you can
Okay, I'm not me.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Pero actually, my plan for 2021 was really to go to Korea. Like, that's my first list to travel, is to go to Korea. And it's funny kasi even my parents wants to come with me. They're like, Tara, let's go to Korea as well. Kasi my parents, they got, like, especially this year, they got into watching K-dramas. So they're obsessed. They're like, I want to go to Korea too. I'm like, okay, we can go together. We can pay for everything.
That's the best part of all.
That's why. I'm like, yes, we're going. We can pay for everything. But no, that was my actual plan, was to travel, going to Korea first, and then Japan after. So I was planning to go with my best friend. So But we'll see what will happen. Sana the borders will open and everything will be okay. So
Okay.
praying, hoping.
Yeah. Patch, how about you? If there was what country would you go to na people perceive as medyo a relatively dangerous destination? Dangerous in the sense na parang hindi yung dangerous na may war ha. Dangerous na parang it's not the most popular. Kumbaga, will there be such a country for you? Yung tipo, hindi naman yung may nagigera-gera, yung tipo lang na parang, oh, it's what's there? What's there for you to see? Or parang gano'n. Is there something like that for you?
Tito Norms, you always make my question harder. May nakaready na akong sagot eh.
Ano ba? Nakakaloka ka! Ano ba? Sagutin mo na kasi.
Uy, sasagot.
Sagutin mo muna yung original mong sagot at sagutin mo yung bago ko dinagdag.
Wala na. Preempt mo na yung sagot ko. Wala na. Corny na. Sige, Tito Norm. Paano ba? I want to, like, not necessarily a dangerous place, but like a place that isn't really talked about in the Philippines. Kasi parang, it's not, you know, like a hip destination. But I really want to go to Africa. Parang, I don't know, it's not at the top of mind of people sa Philippines, syempre like Europe tayo, US, Asian countries, but I did meet a lot of delegates from the African continent nung sa Miss International, and it shocked me how little I knew of their country. Kunwari their continent. Kunwari si Miss South Sudan. She told me about, like, she showed me pictures of her like daily life, and then she told me about her like everyday experiences, and sobrang ibang-iba from our experiences. And if I didn't go to Miss International, I would never have known that about. So it's a part of the world na you're not likely to discover unless you really make an effort. Kasi we don't have much experience with Africa. We don't have that many Africans here. So, but like we know na parang it's so rich in culture and natural resources. Tapos, yung animals pa, like unlike any other place in the world, you can see wildlife there. Parang I think it would be so fun to go there.
You should also go to South Africa because that is such a phenomenal destination. Because you miss South Africa kasi doon yung nakalaban natin for the phenomenal highest title in the universe. Anyway, nakakaloka mga tanong ko. Eto na po tayo. We are down to our final question for this afternoon. So, I will give each one of our guests the time to give us their Christmas wishes. 3 Christmas wishes. First Christmas wish is for yourself. The second Christmas wish is for your family, your loved ones. And the third Christmas wish is for the Filipinos. Okay? So what will be your 3 Christmas wishes for yourself, for your family, and for the Filipinos? Glai, will start with you. Are you...
Ako? Okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm not on mute. I always have to check if I'm mute or not. Tapos bigla it's getting dark here because it's like 8 o'clock. But anyway, for me, my first wish is that all the plans that I have made for next year goes through and it becomes successful. Ang second wish ko for my family is to be successful kasi I know their plans for next year. A lot of the plans are business-wise, so I'm praying for success on that. And ang third wish ko is for everyone in the Philippines, the Filipinos, is that they're happy and that they are content with their lives, and that all the dreams that they have in mind, that they will still continue to do it despite the pandemic and all the challenges that are that they're going through, that they will push through and to persevere, because I believe that once you have that determined mind, they can really succeed. So that's ang wish ko is for the Filipinos to be happy and to not give up on their dreams and just to push forward. So ayan po.
Thank you for that, Glide. Kat, how
Thank
about you?
you.
What are your 3 Christmas wishes?
Yes, Tito. First wish ko po for myself, of course, I wish that all the things that I've planned or the things that I am wishing come true come 2021, and also for a great career ahead and better things ahead. There's a lot of years ahead of me, and I'm very looking forward for it, and I'm just wishing lahat on success, all my goals to be checked, and yeah, just pure happiness din for myself. And for my family naman, I would always wish complete health, and also the togetherness of our family, that despite of the pandemic that keep us apart, we always have the time to be together and celebrate Christmas and celebrate years ahead of us pa. And lastly, for the Filipino people, sa lahat ng nanonood right now sa pageantry norms, I wish na despite ng all the struggles that we are facing, that we are kept being challenged. I hope that hindi kayo nawawalan ng pag-asa. I hope that on 2021 you're still looking forward of the better things ahead. So yun, just a year of conquering and granting our wishes to come true.
Thank you, Kat. How about you?
Ako, Tito, for this year, my wish is for me to be kind to myself. Kasi parang, throughout this year, parang I've been like doubting myself. Parang dumadaan sa point na ano na nangyayari. So, for this year, I wish to be kind to myself and also to achieve a lot of goals for 2021 for myself and for Serene Cosmetics also. And my wish for my family is always good health and to make our family bond stronger than ever. And lastly, for the Filipino people, I wish that everybody would feel grateful for everything that is happening in our world, despite of the pandemic, whatever situation that we're facing, the challenges. Let us be grateful and look the greater side of it. Kasi if we don't look at the positive side of it, we won't be able to learn from it. So I think all the challenges that we are facing right now, good or bad, it will lead us to a better person, and it will always lead us to a better learning. So for the next year, we will be able to to change our perspective and to create our strategy, our to pursue our goals. So yun, so just have to be grateful and for a better Philippines.
Ay, alam mo, natutuwa ako. Ang strong ng internet sa Laguna ngayon, no?
Tito, parang
Tinatawid
pinag-break ko
ka.
ata to kagabi.
Oo, tinawid ka. Okay. Patch, ito sasabihin mo na naman, pinapahirapan ko pag ko na dumarating. Kasi may dadagdag ako sa iyo, hindi lang 3. Dapat 4 Christmas wishes. Yung pang 4th na Christmas wish, para lang ma-process mo na rin sa utak mo. Your 4th Christmas wish is for the pharmaceutical companies doing the vaccines. Ilang 4th. Pero unahin muna natin yung first 3 wishes mo. Ganito natin yung pang 4th mamaya. Alam mo naman, siyempre, kung sa'yo pinapahirapan kita ng konti, konti lang naman. Okay, go Patch.
Parang humihina po naman yung internet dito sa QC.
Nakakaloka, malakas ang internet siya. Grabe.
Sige po. So, wish for myself, I guess just continuous self-improvement, because this past few months, it's so easy to fall into like a hole or a rut of parang hopelessness or like demotivation. So I find myself sometimes being demotivated, and I want to just continuously strive to be a better version of myself, no matter what the atmosphere is in our country or in the world. For my family, I always pray for this naman, just good health, Yun lang naman talaga ngayon. Because, yun nga, my parents are old. Hindi naman old, joke lang. So yun, just good health for them and happiness. We're all in the same situation na parang we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's in store for us. Parang no end in sight. So I just want them to have a good mindset about everything. Lalo na my brother starting work na, he just graduated. So it's a weird time to graduate and look for work during this time. And I feel him, yeah. Parang ganun din yung situation ko. So just positive mindset and good health. Healthy body, healthy mind. Parang ganun. And then for the Philippines, I pray that we get the leadership that we deserve, the right treatment of this pandemic from our government. And then the last one, Tito Norms.
Yung mga pharmaceutical companies who are manufacturing those vaccines, what do you wish for them?
My wish for them is very simple, to not be driven by money or greed, but just to think of the greater good. Na they're doing this not for the world. So by saying that, parang they have to be driven by charity or the need to help other people and not just to make business. Kasi everything is so political, even with the negotiations with the vaccine, and I guess yung kung sino yung unang makakakuha. It's so political, not just the pharmaceutical companies, but every single person in charge of those decisions of distribution. Sana they find it in their heart to think not about themselves, but about the whole world.
Kita niyo naman, no? With a smile pa niya sinasabi yon, pero pang pelikula sa HBO na na-topic yung kanyang sinasabi. Ako, anong wish ko para sa inyong apat? Okay? Kay Glaiza, wish ko magkaroon kayo ng grand tour of Korea talaga with the entire family in 2021. Kay Kat, ang wish ko talaga is yung project mo with them to really blossom in 2021. Huwag ka muna mag-aasawa. Alam ko, baka sumisilip yung boyfriend mo. Huwag ka muna mag-asawa dahil may sasalihan ka pang isa. Huwag ka muna mag-asawa. Kile, my wish is yung cosmetic business mo to really flourish in 2021. Paskasabay ng love life, of course. Siyempre. Ay, hindi ba pwede? Oo. Kay Pacha ng wish ko. Ang wish ko for the middle of 2021 is that she will go into a phenomenal journey. I don't know what part of 2021 that will be, but sa dami ng readers and viewers na nagsasabi, dapat daw is magkaroon ka ng isang bagong phenomenal journey. Alam ko na gusto mo na mag-practice ng law, and I would be happy to see you doing all those litigation cases, court cases, and talaga yung ayoko na maisipin yung mga nakapanood ko sa TV lang na mga visions ko of how lawyers do it, pero feeling ko you will be such a refreshing presence sa court kapag daw ang abogada, that people are also wishing you to have that phenomenal journey
To Africa.
Could be to Africa, could be to South Africa, it could be anywhere in the Philippines, or it could be back in Bataan so that you can promote Bataan as well. There are so many choices. So many choices actually. And I'm so happy that these four ladies stayed up with me in this episode. And kung alam lang po niyo mga viewers na hindi mo madali sa akin talaga to complete all these episodes na nakakatatlong seasons na ako. This is actually my 24th episode already. So kumbaga, it's not easy. Pressure ako every time mag-start ng bagong episode because I don't know what will happen. I don't have any script. It's very spontaneous. Everything. Kumbaga ano lang yung lumabas sa bibig ko talaga inang alabas. Pero ang final message ko lang po for it's di pa naman tonight. Afternoon pa rin. Ang final message ko lang for everyone is always stay safe, stay strong. Alam niyo po, Christmas is an acid test for all Filipinos. Because nakakatakot po isipin that tumataas na naman po mga cases ng COVID in the Philippines right now because a lot of people are thinking na lumuluwag na po ang ating mga practices sa safety, health and safety. Yung mga nagmo-malling, yung mga ganyan, yung akala nyo ba para bang balik normal na, but it's not. So let's keep our restrictions, yung mga practices natin. Ang tagal-tagal na po natin naka-lockdown, nagdisiplina tayo ng sarili. Huwag po natin sayangin yung ating napakahabang mga buwan ng didisiplina sa sarili. And we can always enjoy Christmas without all those big crowds, no? With the family, more intimate, or with your boyfriend perhaps. It's more intimate pa rin. Yun ang maganda mga ganun eh. Pero let's always stay safe, stay strong, and look forward po natin ang ating masikanang lamesa ng mga pagkain on Christmas Eve. Yun po lagi kong nilook forward. Ako po, I always look forward to my mama's macaroni salad because dito lang po ako nakakain ng ganung macaroni salad na punong-puno ng bawang. Ay lang, sibuyas. Ganun po hilig namin sa lahat. Punong-puno ng sibuyas ang aming macaroni salad, and that's what makes it special. So, nakakatuwa po na kasama kong apat ngayon for my Christmas episode are ladies who have managed to make a presence in my life as well. Alam niyo po, hindi naman kinakailangan nakakasama niyo palagi ang mga beauty queens para magkaroon siya ng marka sa buhay niyo eh. Sa akin, like si Patch, minsan ko lang nakasama sa out of town yan, pero nakilala ko siya somehow na parang, okay pala to. Si Le, matagal ko nang kilala yan. Diyos ko, kung hindi ko na nga maging sister-in-law yan, kututusin. hindi lang matuloy-tuloy, nakakaloka. Si Glenn, matagal ko na rin kilala, nakasama ko pa sa Bohol yan. Si Katrina, pag naiinkwentro ko yan, kasama ang boyfriend palagi. Nakakatuwa lang. Maraming salamat po for joining us this afternoon for the Christmas episode of Pageantry Norms. 5 days na lang po, Pasko na. Nakakaloka isipin. Ang bilis-bilis po ng araw. Patapos na rin po ako sa online shopping ko, kaya nakabalot na rin ng mga regalo. And sana po kayo rin. Sana po kayo rin ay make sure na memorable ang Christmas Eve celebrations nyo. Don't be too crowded. Kailangan lang naman po kasama niyang pinakamahal niyo sa buhay. And ladies, I will give the floor now to you to just give very short messages to everyone. Anong parting words yung mabilis for everyone para pakabati na rin kayo ng Merry Christmas. Glide, you first.
Sige po. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for watching and being with us during our live interview with Tito Norman, and it's been such a blessing, and it's so good to catch up with the girls and catch up with Tito Norman and with you guys. I pray that you guys will stay safe. Advanced Merry Christmas, and I hope that the New Year's will bring more blessings and just more abundance in your journey. And please support me and the girls with our next chapter and next journey in 2021. For me, I know it's going to be exciting. I have so many plans that I want to pursue, and I'm excited to share with you guys in the next coming months. And please do support Miss World Philippines next year. Keep a lookout. Something exciting is going to happen. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Glide. Kat, how about you? Parting words mo?
Hi everyone, sa lahat po ng viewers. Thank you for being with us. I hope nag-enjoy kayo catching up with your queens. And I hope meron kayong natutunan something that inspired you, something that motivated you. And I hope this coming Christmas, makaka-celebrate kayo with your families. Just always stay safe, and huwag niyong kakalimutan ang true meaning of Christmas, which is giving back to other people and celebrating it with our family. So for 2021, marami po tayong something to look forward to, and that's Miss World Philippines is also one of that. And sabi nga ni Glaiza, marami exciting things to look forward, and just keep on supporting us, queens, and the pageant industry here in the Philippines.
Thank you, Kat. Le, how about you? Parting words and the greetings for our viewers?
before the year ends 2020, I just want to thank everybody who's been there for me during this quarantine, and to those people that really made my lockdown amazing despite of the pandemic. So I would just thank everybody who has been there. And also to the viewers right now, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for watching. And thank you, Tito Norman, for having me despite of the connection. So thank you so much. And I hope you guys stay safe. Um, sana ma-celebrate natin yung Christmas with our families, happily, contented. Let's just be all grateful for everything that God has given us, even though we are having a hard time, or it's His plan. So let's just be grateful for everything that we are experiencing right now. So Merry Christmas and see you next year.
Thank you, Le. And of course, our attorney Patch with her very significant parting words. Stress on significant. Okay? Yes,
Thanks
Patch.
for
Go.
putting me on the spot yet again, Tito
Yes,
Norman.
as always. Go, go.
To our viewers, maraming salamat for joining us today. Thank you, Tito Norman, of course, for inviting us for. I was so excited for tonight kasi this is one of the rare moments na I got to bond with the Miss World girls naman kasi it's my first time to meet Glai, and then I don't get to spend time talaga with Kat, yung mga Miss World. Lagi na lang si Leren. So, wala ako kay Leren. Joke lang.
At,
Thank you, girls. Thank you, girls, also for being here. To everyone, Merry Christmas. I hope you have a good holiday season despite everything. Please still avoid commingling of households. I know it's so sad. I know some people are still gonna do it, but please be careful. Social distancing. Malapit na. We're almost there. Parang sayang naman kung dito pa tayo mapatid at tumaas ulit yung cases natin in the holiday season. There's nothing more important than good health pa rin. So I hope you, despite that, I hope you have a good holiday season and spend time with your loved ones. May it be digitally or kahit mabilis lang na pagkikita outdoors and nakamask. Merry Christmas, everyone, and see you all next year. Magbabalik na ang Binibining Pilipinas at ang Miss World. So, abangan niyo yun. Thank you so much.
may isa pa, di mo na dinagdag, nakakaloka. Maraming salamat po for joining us this afternoon. Overtime na naman po kami ngayon. Pero of course, syempre, with these 4 guests, hindi kami magkaroon ng overtime. Pero thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Have a very Merry Christmas, everyone. Hindi pa muna ako mag-greet Happy New Year. Meron pa. Pero Merry Christmas, big flying kiss, ladies. Mwah! Maraming salamat for joining us this afternoon. Thank you so much. And Queenly Wave na lang daw. Queenly Wave. Oo, Reina.